everybody, happy Thursday. You're very welcome in to the place. Yes, more technical bejesus then. I was trying to fix it. And then I got an email to say there's a new version, so I had to wait to get the new version of the helicopter, which we have. And that's why we're an hour late. Brilliant. Now, hope you're keeping well. Today, yes, we're going to be flying the upcoming the BO105, the MBB Bo105. There we go, we got there. And we're going to be checking out a new scenery, which is upcoming from iniBuilds, along with checking out some OnAir heli ops around Zakynthos. But yes, should be a bit of a... Yeah, look, there's things not working. I don't know what's wrong. Error sending event. Oh, wait, hang on. That looks like a Twitch thing. Right, so... Here's one for you, right? In all me testing over the last couple of days, because I was trying to get more push, right? Me WebSocket server. Now, there's one for you, right? It's running, but things won't connect to it. Some things connect to it, but others don't. And I'm a little bit lost as to what's happening. I wonder if I just do that and hit apply. Oh wait, begob, there's life. Something got in. Right, hang on now. Uppy Janie, hang on. Did this work? If this works, lads, I'm a genius. No, it didn't work. Connect, you divil. Right, hang on, it says connecting. Remember I had this issue the other day? And I thought, what if I delete that for a minute? I just connect. It was giving me all sorts of jiggery pokery. You see? Yeah, I don't know what the hell is wrong with that. We don't know what it is. It's port something, no doubt. Like, it does say that there's something connected. Remote, messages in, messages out, identified. So it knows there's something there. I just can't... There's never a dull moment. Just when you think everything's grand, something shows up and breaks it. So we'll have to... well, we'll wing it. But that's why there's no alerts going out on Discord. You know... There's all methods here, I'm sure of it, but I can't get my head around it at all. So, and all my Elgato stuff was broken as well. And I didn't touch anything, that's the thing. If I did something, I'd say, well, to be fair, you know, you did do that thing. But I don't think I did anything this time. Old man with technology setup, that's what this is. But anyway, very excited to get this stream underway and, well, have a look at this helicopter. It looks absolutely fantastic. It flies great, and the sounds, the sounds with this now, lads, absolutely incredible. So I'd like to welcome you all in, wherever you are. We're also going to be doing some planning for tonight's VATSIM flight. We're flying in Argentina. And yeah, that should be fun. We're going to be taking the Phenom for our first VATSIM flight with the Phenom. It should be fun. So I want to see if we can get maybe a profile for some of my wing control stuff. So that's what we're going to be messing around with, you see. So we'll welcome you in. Mac Vision is here. Good morning. Idle Cutoff, Cambridge calling. Hello from Tipperary. It's currently 15 degrees, 20 degrees inside here in the man cave. And it's not too bad. It's to get quite warm over the next few days. 17, 18, 19, then it'll break the 20 degrees barrier very soon. And then I've loads of work to do in the garden. Right. Yeah, I installed a NAS. No, the NAS is grand. The NAS is like doing its own thing. And that's what kept me up late last night, because Steiny, wherever Steiny is, he's probably not home from work yet. But I forgot to do something with the trucking servers. I was like, that's an easy fix. There wasn't an easy fix. The whole thing took ages, but now I've sorted it now. It's all to do with like images and trying to Docker and like, I don't understand these things. You know, I mean, I like the simple things in life, like looking at clouds and, you know, things. But anyway, that's where it's at. Aim in 1973, good to see you, buddy. Homewrecker is here, of course. Welcome aboard. Fierce Wolf, looking fierce and wolfy. Good morning to you. Spitfire RAF 100 is in the chat. 63 months. Jesus. Thank you very, very much indeed. 63 months. That's insane. The Boise, very good afternoon. DK Funfly, you're welcome in. Mac Vision, helicopter, indeed. Malky Mac is here. Central Scotland calling. Hello from Tipperary. Central Ireland calling. Hello. Good to see you. Commander Balosh is here. Good to see you, man. Got your DM. We'll have a look at it. Linny Bobbins. There is a story. Yes. There's always a friggin' story. But sure, listen. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Some things are working fine. You know, some things. Oh, look, now that's not working. Why is none of me stuff working? This is, why isn't that connecting? Truck V. It's like you have to go back into Elgato and tell Elgato what everything is. Now it works. Do you know what I mean? It's very strange. There's something not right. I tell you what I did do, right? Inside the scene collection inside of OBS, I duplicated what I had, right? And I exported all my settings and all this sort of jazz. And check for missing files. No files appear to be missing. Jeez, that's grand. What I'm trying to do is loosen some of the rendering and encoding, or at least take some of it away, because I was having all sorts of issues with that. And even yesterday when I was testing on YouTube, I ended up lowering that shagging thing to HD. So if you're watching us on YouTube, let me know if it's back to 4K. That was one fix I wanted to do. So, yeah, apart from that, lads, I don't know what it is. I mean, everything seems to be running okay, but I just need to figure out why the dots aren't lining. No idea. But anyway, Falconer is here. Good day to you. 98 Vulcan, a very good morning. 16 degrees. Jay's not too bad. North Coast Mike, welcome in. Creo, hello to County Mayo. Hope all is well. Energizer, good evening. No, wait. Good morning. No, wait. Hi, Jesus. Good afternoon. Welcome aboard. Adam Controls is here. Good to see you, buddy. And you were robbed. Blatantly robbed. Oh, it was blatant. But yeah, good to see you. Hope you're well. Your alerts are shagged. They are shagged. See, the problem is, it's a very complex setup. Now, when I say complex, it's just, if Rambog were to take a look at this, he would say it is the mother of all jankiness when it comes to how the stream does its stuff. It is not a simple setup. And it should be, but I am a muppet, therefore it's not, right? So the story behind it is, I use a program called StreamerBot. And StreamerBot allows me to do, well, all the things with the stuff in the yoke, lights and things on the screen and sounds. And usually it's flawless. However, something isn't doing what it should be doing. And then today, for whatever reason, my Elgato stuff, it's looking for, and it's probably because I changed the friggin' scene collection inside of Twitch. That's what's wrong, I'd say. It's not liking that. So maybe one way of doing it is revert back to what I was using. Don't know, lads. Don't know. But sure, we'll have to wait and see. The main thing is we're live, and it's the according to the stats and all that, the stream is quite healthy. So we'll muck on and see what happens. But yes, there's a chopper over our head. Look, Falconer, thank you very much indeed for 12 months. Cheers, buddy. The support, lads. Jesus, there was almost 200 subs last night, and I'm not one that does sub counting. I don't. It's not a huge drive of the stream. It is very important, and that's how the lights turn on and off. But I'm never one to say, hey, for 10 subs, I'll do a backflip. That's not me, But I gotta say, yesterday was absolutely insane. The generosity from our community, it knows no bounds. Absolutely incredible, and it continues on into today, so thank you very, very much indeed. You're very kind. Timal is here, good to see you. Excited to see you flying the Bo 105. Yes, it's a beautiful looking machine. Just Roy is here. Good morning, Roy. Hope you're well. And the sockets, right. Lusty is here. Good to see you. Happy Thursday. I'm Pierce is in the house. Good to see you, man. But yeah, hey, Crotty, welcome in. Lurking whilst working. Or maybe you're working whilst lurking. 98 Vulcan just says, drink the port, Murph. That'll do. Echo 19 is here. My dude. He says, good day, Murph. Top of the morning. Your stream was 4 hours yesterday. What's the longest you've ever streamed? 18 hours, I think. Was that the longest one we've done? I don't know how, I'm not... Well, probably could, but I get fierce tired. I don't know how folks do these marathon streams. Ali does them, and I'm like, how are you able for that? 18 hours, I think, is the longest stream I've done. Maybe 19 hours. But I prefer little and often when it comes to streaming. No, wait, shorter and often. No, how do we say this now? You know what I mean? 4 hours, maybe 5. I've done a couple of 8 or 10 hour streams. But yeah, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's great to see you, Tyler. Hope you're well, bud. We're going to be checking out your handiwork once again. Really enjoyed our interview last night with Raoul. The man is just an absolute... He's a legend. He really is. And great catching up with him. And just to get a sense what goes on in his head, do you know, where his thinking's at. It's absolutely class to see. And then after, when I was finished up the stream, I saw Say Intentions. Brian went live to do a Q&A. So we were chatting to Brian on Tuesday, and they were talking about this new feature, the pilot persistence detection. Basically, it can use your hardware. And there was questions about Track IR. Does it work? Technically, it does, but not natively with Track IR, right? So I use, I have a Track IR, but I use Toby because there's no wires. With Track IR, you can use the same bit of program that I use for Track IR, and it's called OpenTrack. That's what I use for all my stuff. Why does that keep moving? I use OpenTrack, and that's how all that works, you see. Do you know? So if you had, if you had Track IR, you could just use it through OpenTrack, and then Say Intentions can actually see OpenTrack. You can see that program. It'll call it whatever camera it'll detect, you see. So that's my understanding of it anyway, but it did work. Now, how accurate it is compared to the rest of the stuff, I don't know. With Toby, it works flawlessly. It's very, very good. So yeah, Brian had a good Q&A about that over on the Say Intentions YouTube channel. Just chatting about, well, it was a Q&A. It was great, actually. A lot of people had questions. It was awesome to see. So yeah, yesterday, proper busy day, do you know? But let's see here. Frozen Gamer, good morning. Willow, how much is here? Hello, Willow. You're looking well. Sparker in VR. Welcome in, man. Hope you're keeping well. Naughty Gnome, good morning. Hope all is well. Good afternoon at this stage. Good afternoon. It's a lunchtime. It's good to see you, buddy. OMG, just ordered a 3D printer. It's a Bamboo Labs P2S 3D printer. Roy, Janie Mac then. A 3D printer, begob. Where is this now? Have I been pressing buttons again? Listen, it's. Will there ever be a day that I just don't press? I have to do a live stream on Saturday morning from the RDS in Dublin for Gamerfest. I'm going up to GG Machines, who are just an incredible bunch of lads who make the best gaming computers and, you know, friggin' high-level tech genius computers. They do all that. And I was told just arrived, everything's already up there. So I'll probably have to like download a couple of assets and stuff so my branding is there. But could you imagine when I get there and they have me on first? So they'll expect me to know what I'm doing and not break the thing for the next person who... Right, I'm terrified about this. I'm absolutely going to shag it. It's going to be ruined. I can't wait. So that's on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock Zulu time. So that'll be very early for everyone, or very late, depending on your persuasion. So that's happening on Saturday. And my plan with that is we're going to go through the sim, because it's very much a vanilla environment. It's just the default simulator. And I'm going to go through some hardware, some software, and do all of the stuff. So that's what Saturday is going to be. But I'm going to break things. You better believe it. Microphone, audio, all my stuff. I've nothing. I'm using someone else's rig. And it's going to be brilliant because, you know, I'll just come back here and I'll look at my setup and say, hang on, this just doesn't need to be as complex as I've made it. And it's evolved over the years, you see. So, like, I need a couple of days just to focus on this. And I just don't have that time yet. So I'll plan it. I'll plan it properly because Saturday I'm away, back Sunday. All next week I'm busy. The weekend... I have to do something on Saturday, but I might be around then Saturday evening, which is next Saturday. And I might then jump in and reconfigure all of this. Because it's, you know, I've done stuff on Patreon talking about setting up all your scenes, and like I've nested scenes, and as I said, like if you were to see it, if you actually to see the I put the log file from OBS into ChatGPT, and even ChatGPT said, what is this? This is very complex. This is like, you know, live TV broadcasting. And I'm like, yeah. And then it's like, no. You know, I mean, I've decent hardware and it's under pressure. So, yeah. Loads of fun. But anyway, Dan1878 is here. Good to see you, Dan. He says, great stream yesterday with Raoul. The sheer personality, it's awesome. Awesome. Now, let me see. Jesus, 4K on YouTube. Excellence. Brilliant. Thanks, Homewrecker. I do my PPL skill test next week in Ireland, says Bad Kalos. Best of luck. Weston, I suppose. Best of luck with it, buddy. But yeah, share personality. Oh, you're going to buy the Phenom, says Dan. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. It is awesome. Crafty Tigers, good morning. Hope you're well. Falconer says, please try a backflip. I did a backflip before. Never told you this one. Years and years and years ago. I used to live in Casement Aerodrome. We lived in married quarters, right? And my neighbour behind us had a trampoline. Now, this was a giant gymnasium-styled trampoline, and it used to be kept in a bit of an old garagey shed. And he took it out one year, and he set it up in the garden. And it was huge. It was whatever, 12 by 8, or it was a big trampoline. Maybe it was bigger. But anyway, I used to, come on, we're going on the trampoline. And used to have great crack, and there's trampolines, it's amazing. There's a skill in which you can stop yourself instantly, and you just bend the knees ever so slightly, you stop bouncing. So you'd be bouncing away, giving the crack, and then when you land, just bend your knees slightly, stops all the... Right. So anyway, I started getting brave. Listen, I could do all this. So I started doing these somersaults. And they start off, you just do a bit of a tumble and you land on your arse and then you get back up again and you get the momentum correct. So when you land, you bounce and then you're back on your feet and you do it again, so on and so forth. Then I started getting real handy at it. I could do a complete somersault and land on my feet and stay bouncing, right? And then I was able to get almost 2 somersaults, but it was one full one. And then the second one, I'd bounce my arse and then get back up again. And then I said, right, I'm ready for this, the backflip. And your man Kieran came out and he says, listen, I'll show you what, because he was able to do backflips. And I said, now he was a pilot. This was Murphy's thinking in life. Here's a man who's physically conditioned to deal with all sorts of... He flew jets. He's designed for aerodynamics. Me, on the other hand, a young fella. And he showed me how to do a backflip. And I said, and he was able to do the full thing, legs straight. And Jesus, I said. So I went to do a backflip anyway. And it's a very, it's like jumping off. Do you ever do abseiling? I've done all these sort of... My dad was big into mad adventure sports. And of course I was the guinea pig as a child. Go on down there, son, you'll be grand. Oh, okay. Right, that was me. I was like one of the youngest kids to friggin' abseil off a place called Paradise Loss in Dalkey. 4 or 5 years of age. What? Abseiling. But anyway, so I said, right, we'll do these things. And I was jumping, and you have to get that acceptance. I'm going to do this now. If you ever, I jumped out of a plane, sure. If anyone's done a parachute jump, your first parachute jump, when you kind of just accept, well, whatever happens, and then, off you go. And the adrenaline kicks in. It's kind of like that. Obviously not as dramatic as jumping out of an airplane, but it's the same sort of, you are in grave danger, but you're okay with it. You accepted it. So anyway, I went to do me backflip anyway. And the story is, when you're bouncing, throw your head back. Just keep trying to bring your head back. The body will catch up with it. So I jump in and I started my backflip, and be Janie then, oh, brilliant! Everything's upside down and the wrong way around. And the way I landed kind of on me shoulders and middle back. Right? And it didn't hurt. I was like, oh yeah, Jesus. And then to my utter shock, I saw my lovely, beautifully crafted knees now coming towards my eye sockets. Because I landed on me, right? Me 2 knees, wha-bang, into me eyes. And I had panda eyes for about 2.5 weeks. 2 massive shiners, black eyes, because my knees came down and... I wasn't allowed playing the trampoline for the rest of that summer, but that's what happened. How did we get onto this subject? Panda eyes. But anyway, backflip. See? Backflips. Then I got a job during the summer one year working on, do you ever see the extreme trampolines? They put you in a harness and there's bungee cords and you're on a frame, and you can launch, right? And I was grand doing backflips on that, not an issue at all. We used to do all the events. Back in the day, what was it called? Witness, was it Creamfields? The place in Stradbally. You used to do all the gigs, and you'd have people, chewing their eyebrows off their face at these concerts, and they want to go on a trampoline. Absolute mad. Some stories there. But anyway, Norse Viking, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Sumner is here. Good day from Naples. I hope you're well. Wow, let me see. 18 hours pre-recorded. Isn't it nuts? Long hours can damage your stats, though. 4 to 5 hours is plenty. Well, I don't really worry too much about stats. I mean, look, it's you can... I'm terribly selfish in that regard with live streaming. right? I try not to worry about, I better do this because it'll be popular, or, I don't have many views, so I'm not going to do this. I mean, you're aware of it, but I don't allow that to influence what I'm doing. My selfishness kind of shines because I'll say, well, I want to do what I want to do. It's kind of a weird thing, because in any other job, well, you're usually doing something that you don't necessarily want to be doing because, well, it's hello, but you're either enthusiastic about it because you've bought into the idea, or, well, you just know, well, there's a start, there's a finish, right? With live streaming or with content creation, it's very unique because you get to choose pretty much what it is you want to do. And that's where the magic or the luck comes into it, because you could be doing something that you really like and other people are like, what's this Egypt doing? And they won't bother watching. Do you know what I mean? Like, there is all of that to consider as well. So, I'll always try and if I'm happy, well, sure, listen, if I'm happy, it comes across then that I'm happy. And I think it's, I could be sitting here being negative. No, look, my systems are broken and it's all shagged. Today we're going to, and like, there have been streams I've spent the day troubleshooting. And you've stayed. In fact, and I can't believe it. If I saw someone trying to troubleshoot, jeez, poor devil, I'd stay walking. Well, unless I knew them and I wanted to help. You know what I mean? Very strange. We need a 24-hour Murph stream, says Muse fan. Are you mad? Good to see you, Muse. Hope you're well. Just in for a quick hello and goodbye to keep me streak alive. Come on, Muse. Quality, not quantity. Well, that's what I aim for. Do you know? Now let me see. Buttons here. Swap21. Good to see you, Swap. Angry B is here. Good morning. Murph, just for your safety, take an extra Streamlab with you in case you were in short buttons. Well, here's the other thing. Isn't Stream Elements potentially getting the kick as well? So, like, there is going to be work I have to do. Defo. Do you know? So break from streaming after that date then, while you spend a week fixing it. Noted. No, see, I won't break from it. There's loads of things I need to be doing. I put this out in the post the other day. I never thought I would have been this busy, and it's not a negative busy. It's in fact, it's hyper positive. I've so many ideas and things to do, and it's just timing. It's management of time is difficult. Doing this gig, it's fun though. It's lots of fun, but yeah, it's getting things fixed. From the tech side, I love the tech. I geek out when it comes to all the different tech sides. I mean, you're talking video production, audio control, audio codecs. You have to figure out what they are, how the mic sounds, your lighting. You're learning all about that. Background, distractions, all of these things. I get static. Every now and again, I'll tap off. So there's something not airted right in me man cave. I love it, man. I absolutely geek out over all the technology, and then how all the machines are talking to each other. And then we have like the NAS, and that's doing its stuff. I made a bot yesterday that was deployed, and even that bot, I came up with that idea months ago, and now it works. And if you haven't seen it, I'll show you down on Discord. But it's cool. I think it's cool. But you know what I mean. Anyway, Max is here. Good morning. Hope you're well. You lived in Casement. You never mentioned. Yeah, I did not mention that. I used to live in Casement Aerodrome. Brilliant. Brave or stupid? Pretty much both. A bit of bravely stupid. You did Docky yourself. Good man, Mike. Docky used to be brilliant. Then I did the Cliffs of Moher. That was some crack now. Do you know? But anyway, the parachute jump went very well. Very well. But Filthy, good morning. Hope you're well. Big Al is here. I see what your problem was trying to jump. It's dangerous. Indeed. What's this age you do? 99.9% of my reaction to Murph's intros. Yeah, right. Always keep you on your toes. So a trampoline stream. Could you imagine? Your channel is so personal that it makes it very special and more honest. So we all enjoy the banter and IT podcasts as Crafty Tigers. Well, thank you very much. It's weird. You think about broadcasting or streaming. It's just me. It's just me. What you see here is what you see. Well, if you meet me in the real world, I'm the same age, do you know? And that's what makes our community work, because we've such a vast collection of individuals. But we all have similarities and we all have the same things in common, which is mad. It's kind of nuts. But was it your idea or Gibbo's? No, it was my idea. Well, Gibbo planted the seed with the NAS, to be fair. I blame Gibbo entirely for that. He has an amazing infrastructure setup. Gibbo's a genius with this stuff. He is a genius with this stuff. His home setup, it can do things, and I'm going, how did he manage that? Like, and then like he'll tell you, and it's no thing. Yeah, no, you just, you know, and I'm like, what? How? You know, you don't need someone there to do, no, Jesus. When Gibbo streamed for me, was it 2 years ago at Expo? And he ran me OBS, and he was like, what the hell is this? I was like, shh, it's grand, that's what I do. Everything's manual. I have to press buttons, I time them. It's brilliant. But yeah, pretty cool. We stay watching the troubleshooting streams because pressing the wrong button is entertaining. Yes. Then you press buttons and break it all. Yeah, we're totally here for it. Brilliant. Murph, you need to bring back the Star Trek mat. Look after the poor Podge and Raj. Yeah, but no, they're all right in the ground. They're watching everything. Me mat is there. I kind of like the appearance of the wood. You know, it's because I've mats everywhere else, and I like the setup. But I'll bring it back someday. You know, how's the cable management? Cable management isn't actually bad. Considering the amount of cables, it's not bad. Just don't ever look in behind the TV. Right? But anyway, I avoid the real world. It's not much fun. Yeah, I agree. It's dangerous out there. Sunjammer, good to see you. Now, let me see. We're all as mad as each other. We absolutely are. Hayden UK is here. Ah, sure, Hayden. Good to see you, buddy. What Podge and Raj dog... Wait, what Podge and Raj's dog called? Don't know. Have they a dog? Have they I don't think they have a dog. Wasn't there a dog in the den? Zippy or something? But anyway, Kubi Montana, very good morning to you. Dave Cleary, legend Dave. Welcome in, Dave. Hey, it's Lazy, good to see you. Gary Moore is in the house. Welcome in, buddy. Murph, the man, myth, the legend. Good evening from Brisbane. Don't balls up your helicopter landing. Thank you. Sim Guy is here. Welcome in. Andy, you're very welcome aboard. Thanks for the check on the 4K. A Crotty, thank you very much indeed. Eddie is here. Welcome aboard. Angels15. Good to see you, buddy. Now, let me see. Franz is in the house. Greetings from Echo Delta Delta Papa. Greetings from Tipperary. Guten Tag, mein friend. Welcome in. York Music, good to see you, buddy. Paxton is in the house. Thank you very much indeed. Welcome in, lads. Great to see everyone. Jeff is in the house as well. Look, no way we are getting a BO 105. Jeff, wait till you hear. Why is that camera moving? Did you know? We'll get into this now in a second. Jeff, you're terribly kind. Thank you very much indeed. It's good to see you, buddy. Jesus, that's 34 months, Jeff. Jesus. Jeff, so this chopper from Miltech Simulations and Strato, of the details here. They're planning to release this machine tomorrow, and it's a BO 105. It comes with a ton of different variants: medical, military, aerodynamics, right, or aerobatics. That's the one. Tons of liveries, and its integration with the likes of the Mission Hub from Miltech. It's all ready to rock, right? But the sounds of this thing. I was flying this yesterday just to see, you know, kind of turn the thing on, and using, you know, chase plane with the flyby camera, I was literally looking around because I thought there was a chopper outside my house. I kid you not. And Echo 19, Tyler, who's here, he did the sounds on this. The man is a genius. So we're going to be checking this one out. Do you know? We'll check it out now, sure. Hang on, I'll press a button. Now we're over here, look. Jesus, that was it. Them transitions, very smooth. Oof, that was very tight. So here we are on the ground. We're here checking out an upcoming airport as well from iniBuilds, Zakynthos. And I saw Jamie stream this yesterday, and I was very impressed. Very, very impressed. So let's have a look at this. BO 105. Let's have a look. Do. Buttons are being pressed. So let's have a look. BO 105. Miltech. But it's not just Miltech. It's Stratoware and Miltech working on this project, and it's due to release on the 22nd of May. It's a versatile multi-role helicopter developed in collaboration between Stratoware and Miltech Simulations to provide helicopter lovers with a realistic simulation of the famous MBB Bo 105. It's complete with 13 variants. 13 variants, right? Your saturation seems to be a little less colour than usual on the head. Jesus! Hang on. Oh wait, this is going to break things. Don't go anywhere for a second. Right. I undid a setting. Yeah, 777, I've no idea. Does everything look normal the way it does? Or have I changed and broken everything? I don't know. Murph will have a small hands trying to fly this. Yeah, I will. I absolutely will. So there's 13 variants, including medical, military, ATGM, aerobatic, broadcast, with functional FLIR, right, front-looking infrared, police with a searchlight function, mountain rescue with a hoist, floats, snowshoes, tail skids, and more. To round out the plethora of variants that come with the helicopter, it also ships with a whopping 50 liveries, 50 plus liveries, right? So we have a lot of cool stuff here. So this is the machine that we're looking at, and I gotta say, it's beautiful, right? It's a stunning looking machine, right? So I'll just get our camera set up here and we go exploring it. So the BO105, this one here is actually in a Californian livery, CalStar, right? And you can see from the you can see from the modeling straight away. I mean, they've nailed it. The modeling, the texture work, the use of PPR, the ground clutter items or static objects, as that's what you usually call them, that all absolutely on point here. And we can see that we have tons of engine covers, pitot covers, tie downs. We've great detail here on our main rotor assembly, right? Beautiful textures here as well. Now do note the aircraft, this is not its final release variant, so if there is anything weird or wonderful, we'll just bear in mind it's currently under development, so I'm sure they'll be ticking away at it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is used in a lot of movies, the 105. It's as I say, like, it's from an aerobatics point of view, but you'll often see these things flying when they're doing movie recording and all this kind of jazz. Do you know what I mean? Because they're a very capable aircraft, very, very capable aircraft, so it's due to release tomorrow, which is the great news. But yeah, hopefully you can see here just from the attention to detail, lads. I mean, I think it's absolutely brilliant. Decals, everything's lovely and easy to read. Liveries are stunning, the liveries it comes with, and the functionality with the aircraft as well. So what we can do, we can go into our walk around mode. And let's see here now. Here's our cockpit. We'll go back to that in a minute. So in our walk around mode, this is where we can interact with the aircraft, remove, pitot covers and chocks and all that kind of jazz, right? So you can see here, you can open doors, close doors, do all this kind of crack. There's engine-based stuff we can get into as well. That's a cover. You can open the back doors here. And the sounds are absolutely brilliant. Sounds are class on this. And depending on the configuration of the aircraft that you want, as I said, anything from law enforcement, search and rescue, mountain rescue, and all the jazz. It's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So I need to find, where's the click spot to get me to close this? We'll find this now in a moment. Duck your head down, Murph. Good man yourself. I think that's it there, is it? You can never zoom in with the outside camera. They've a bit of work to do on that, haven't they? Balls, how do we close that now, lads? There is a click spot here somewhere for it. Is that it? Dee. So it looks like we're going to be flying with the back doors open today. Ooh, where's the thing? There used to be a handle there to press. Well, there wasn't the last build. Right, let's not panic. It's broken now, yeah. Mrs. TPHI, good morning to you. She's currently upside down, wondering how she got there. Welcome in, Mrs. There we go. Right, so we're going to remove the remove before flight. And I better close that back door here now as well. There we go. Beautiful sounds, isn't there? Beautiful sounds. So looking inside in the cockpit, same sort of crack of what we've seen outside, lads, when it comes to the detailing. Beautiful textures in here. And as I said, depending on the type of craft you're going for, there's your doors and so on. The interior will change based on the aircraft type layout or the variant. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So our mission this morning is to get this machine started up and give you a listen of it. That's pretty much what we're trying to do. Bit of familiarization as we move around. So it's similar-ish, I suppose, to an Alouette. Bit more oomph than the Alouette. If you talk about aircraft that are somewhat similar in terms of roles and scope and all this kind of thing. See, we have a couple of click spots in the aircraft as well. We can customize a lot of the stuff, and they include the default EFB with this as well. So yeah, it's you know, the modeling, it's superb. I think it's superb. So we're going to get this aircraft into action and then see what happens. So we have buttons up here on top, main, pumps, generators, that's all okay. Supply tanks, fuel pumps, internal light, anti-collision light, should be a strobe light. And then we have buttons there for the main power as well. Come on down here, we're going to go down to our battery. And we'll get some life put into the machine. And we have engine ignitions, generator main switches. We also have an EPU, which is our electronic power unit. You can see that coming in through there with a little power battery box, and the front of the aircraft opens up to expose where the electrical components are, and then we just plug ourselves in. So that's the first bit of the jigsaw done, and we'll continue on here now with a couple of checks. So we have our hydraulic test switch and reset. We'll need that now in a moment. Emergency fuel valves, leave them alone. Engine start switches, we will look after those. And then we have our generators here. We have our collective. Just make sure all that's working okay, which it is. And then back up on top we go. So main tanks on, supply tanks, gens, so that's all looking good. And we have kind of like these master switches here as well that we can control the engines, right? So we'll go back to those in a moment. So we're going to go for a startup here. We'll go on engine 2, I think. And we'll give everything a moment and see what happens. Okay, we have rotation of torque, we have rotation of RPM, and this is engine 2 coming up. We have spinach on our rotors. Fuel in. Beautiful sounds. That's dialing back at me. I will probably get a low RPM warning, that's okay. Let us see. I thought we had a button for that. There she goes. We want engine 1. There's a button here to silence that somewhere. That's okay. That's okay. Fuel. The sounds. Incredible, isn't it? Right, so continue these lads on. And I'm probably doing this wrong, but sure, listen, we'd be grand, lads. Let's not worry about it for the moment. So the starters disengage themselves. RPM is coming up okay. Torque is coming up okay. RPM is low, that's grand. Starter's now disengaged. RPM is now coming up. And we have our hydraulic systems now just to reset. There's some lights here. The lighting is gorgeous. So, hydraulics we want to reset. There we go. And we've other things like our fire test buttons. Each engine. It's beautiful, isn't it? Hear those sounds, man. Landing lights. Extend. Now what do we have? Transponder, that's all okay. Communications, that's all okay. Trim actuators, okay. Anti-ice, pitot heat, put it on. And that's kind of us. Sounds good, doesn't it? Right, so we need to disconnect our EPU. And we'll have a listen from outside here now as well. There's Rex in a Chinook. Logan, good to see you. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to take off and just fly out the road somewhere. And it's all about the sounds, you see. Now, is that working? We have many buttons at our disposal. It is. Right. Are we ready, lads? Let's see what happens. So, collective coming in on our anti-torque pedals. Easy now. Yep, see daisy. Alrighty. Alright guys, let's turn around. Easy does it. And let's head around out this way. Look good. Keep the nose down. Ease off our anti-torque. And we're looking good. We're looking good. Alright. Isn't it nice? Listen to the sounds now, lads. Right. Amazing. Yeah, the Chinook is quite loud. We'll ramble over here a bit to see what we can see. What we can do, if we're not hearing all the sounds here, I'll just turn off multiplayer for a minute so we have a proper, you know what I mean? Right, let's roll over this way. We go to the far side of that mountain over there, I think. Isn't it pretty? It flies really well, very fluid. And like, you can absolutely throw this over the place. I mean, you can, it's very maneuverable. Great animations with the rotors as well. Easy does it. So good. It's awesome. Alright, so I think it's just beyond here we can set her down by the beach. Man, what a beautiful part of the world. This is stunning out here, isn't it? Easy now. See, can we set her down somewhere handy? Yeah, it's a big machine. It's very pretty, isn't it? Look at the rotor detailing, look. Isn't that superb, isn't it? It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Like, the sounds are just incredible. They really, really are. Right, we'll see, maybe we might set this down there on the beach. Or beside the beach. Let's have a look. As that's turned in. Easy now. Bin man, good to see you. Alright, we should be able to set her down just around here. Easy. And I might just pop off multiplayer for a moment, just so we can really get to these sounds, man, because these are phenomenal sounds. Easy. Easy. Alrighty, kicking up some dust. Easy. Alrighty, that does us. So, uno momento. We'll just park multiplayer for a moment, lads. I'll turn it back on because we just want to have a listen, right? And external as well. The soundage, right? Little bit of LOD popping. So, I imagine a lot of the testing with this isn't naturally done using chase plane, right? So when you do have these kind of fly past sounds, their sound obviously tied into the LOD because that's where you get your distance from, right? But it sounds exceptionally well. It's... Oh god. Oh Jesus. Hang on. Let's see, can we set it down somewhere safe? Easy now. Alright, back to that spot where we were. Easy. Mind the trees. There we go. Mind the cars, Murphy. the trees. Alright, try and set her down once again. Like the sound feedback when you raise that collective, it's amazing. Easy. Trying to do this in external cameras, lads. Find the trees! Jesus. Pretty, isn't it? So yeah, so I think there is like a sound call with the LOD, but like it's still very good though, isn't it? It's ridiculous, like. Right. Easy now. Buttons. Stu Snape, thank you very much indeed. Tier 3 for 16 months. Happy Twitch anniversary. Jesus then. It happens to be your 15th wedding anniversary today. No way, Stu. Congratulations, buddy. Happy anniversary. That's nuts. Lads, can we get a big congratulations in the chat for Stu Snape? It's his wedding anniversary today. Brilliant. That's fantastic, man. Congratulations. Right, inverted, right? Who asked about being inverted? We'll get a bit of oomph here now. Get the speed up, get the altitude up, and then we'll see what happens. Yeah, this is going to be safe. This is going to be totally safe. Right. Get the speed down. Or the speed up, rather. Put the nose down. There we go. Now we're going to do something stupid. Are we ready? Is a riot. It's an absolute riot. Brilliant. Alright, watch your speed. Easy now. She deserves a medal. So the aerobatic one has smoke. So there's a smoke generator with the aerobatic one. I don't believe there's one on the other ones. No, I don't believe so. Isn't it cool looking though? I love the rotor animation. I think that's class. But like in terms of the other aerobatics you can do, yeah, a barrel roll is all cool, but like the likes of hammerhead stuff now as well, these are easier said than done, right? Up the hill. Up the hill. And then throw it. Jesus. No, that's how you kill yourself. Oh no! Jesus. Right, we're okay. We'll try that again. Keep the nose down. Jesus. You have to be really on the pedals in this thing. Well, we'll try it at the runway. Not that you can fly and watch the camera. Yeah. That's a weird view, Murph. There we go. Like the speed. You hear the sounds. Dougal is here, good to see it. The sounds of this thing, man, they're fantastic. Give her our best, Jim. Hope she's feeling better. P.S. Miranda, hello there. Easy. Easy. Right, see, the idea is this. See, it's the devil for rolling. Hang on now. Hang on now. Keep coming around. Yikes. Right, a bit of practice needed. So like a hammerhead, basically full tilt, up, kill all your speed, and just before you effectively stop moving, you kick the tail around, and then you go back the opposite way. It's easier said than done. We'll try it here again. So there's the speed. Oop, there's the speed dropping off. It has a tendency to nose down quite a bit. Jesus. Easy. Easy. The sounds are so good. The wind hitting it, like, isn't that amazing? Alright, very fast rolling here. Ah, that's why you have skis. Alright, easy now. Easy. Easy. There's other aircraft, so the sounds might pop a little. Oh, Jesus. Crazy. Right, we'll check out the old night lighting here as well, will we? Easy now. Ooh. Okay. And these are instrument lights. So there is a dome light on here as well somewhere. Easy now. Supply tank's internal light. Here we go. Ah, we get the lights down a little bit lower. So here's our night lighting. probably hard to see. All our main lights are on. That beautiful with the light hitting the rotor, look. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Right, mind your eyes. Man, it just looks so good, doesn't it? What a machine. Take it easy, bud. Just overflowing the mother-in-law's house. Huh? Nice. Oh, it's so cool looking. Trimming is very good. So if you want to fully trim this out, easy now. Our speed is quite high, but a bit more trim. Easy now. Looks a little bit better. And that's kind of us trimmed. Yeah, it's easy enough to trim. It's gorgeous. Right, we'll circle back in. Now I wonder what OnAir will we have to do a test flight with the aircraft. That's my next little challenge, so we'll ramble off over here. I see a little landing spot we can work on. Easy now. Let's drop it down into that field. Easy now. Easy. Easy. All right. Hello. So. Oh man, this is cool looking, isn't it? So yeah, there's a good chance OnAir won't figure out what this is yet. Now we can do it a test flight with it. So we'll have a look at the new upcoming OnAir companion. This is currently in beta now at the moment, and they've been doing tons and tons of work behind the scenes. So we do have a lot of options now, including the new rescue missions. So we have a lot of stuff going on, right? So we'll enter in here for the moment, and where is this now? Career mode is in closed beta. That's okay. Switch to freelance. That's okay. Pause company. That's all okay. So freelance pending. There's a charter we were doing. Abandon that one. And we should be able to select one. So CB2 is what this is being called. Again, it's an aircraft that's just not fully there yet. Departure. We can do our own. Airport size. So departure is Zakynthos. Exclude no lights. Heliports include. Only shows heliports. So it's trying to load the scenery for this area, which it doesn't have. Exclude military. So let's see here. They're all heading me back to CAGs, which I don't want to do. So departure, color legend. Pick a destination. So we'll put in LGZA. Now that's for the jobs. No jobs currently displayed. That's fine. Do. Let's see here now. Operations fleet, ranks, world, dashboard. So here's a dashboard. We just want to go in and do a freelance job. So browse or apply. We're going to browse, map or list. I will map it. So that's detected from the sim. Departure is there. Detected CB, right, that's grand. And then our destination. Freelance mode. Okay. No jobs. Bit of side wind too. Yeah, there's a fair bit, yeah. The wind does it interacts with it very well. Very, very well. Now to my knowledge, there was a heliport at the very north of the island. So let me see. LGKF we'd put in. So pull jobs from there. General goods cargo. Take and fly this one. Select an aircraft. That's grand. That's grand. Provided by the employer. Pre-flight. FBO. That's okay. Flight plan is there. Order, refuel and loading. And we'll try and fly this now in the sim. You cannot fly the aircraft. It needs a test flight. Please post a ticket if you have an issue. Okay, so the aircraft isn't known yet. We'd have to do a test flight with it. Now, I still think we can do a test flight with it. Cannot fly the aircraft. Needs a test flight. Post a ticket if you have an issue. Aircraft is overloaded. Yeah, so we probably need to set up the aircraft for OnAir, because it's such a brand new aircraft. But basically how it works is we can literally just point and aim to say, well, look, this is the flight we want to do. Have a look at a flight plan. If you don't have a flight plan, it'll go off and generate one. How much fuel we want to carry on board, our passengers if we have any, and what our route looks like. This is all the new UI with OnAir Company, and it is absolutely incredible. It's like, it's brilliant, this setup. Do you know what I mean? So we'll see what the crack is here. Let me think. In terms of testing an aircraft, fleet. Is it under fleet? Operations, aircraft moderation. Is it? FS Reborn. So submit a new test flight. So CB, the fields are sent to OnAir. So it's not actually out yet. So I can't do much with this. Let's see here now. Optional, required. I've no store to point at this. Do you know what I mean? Tyler, have a good day, buddy. Thanks so much for joining in. We'll see you soon. So this is required. So where are they releasing this? It's I shall. Yeah, I'll have to wait because we don't have any store there. So basically how it works is you get your aircraft, you put in the details, and then you can go off and do a test flight. Use default for a default sim aircraft. Okay, so we'll just say default, will we? P is not a function. What's this now? Default, propose seats, propose payload, optional, optional. Okay, after landing and registering the flight. Okay, it's not liking that. Will that work? No. So this could be just a part of the beta that hasn't been added in yet. You know what I mean? All right. Well, that's how we add aircraft anyway. So in order to do obviously missions with this, well, we're going to be limited purely from the fact we can still fly it, but OnAir's tracking will just be a little bit interesting because it doesn't know the aircraft yet, and I can't point it back to where it belongs. Do you know what I mean? You could probably do it using the older version of OnAir, but I gotta say, lads, since they've launched this companion, it's just everything's so much faster and snappier. Do you know what I mean? You can get in and around the menus very, very quickly, and even seeing kind of how the routes look like, and just everything. It's just a way cleaner setup. Do you know what I mean? So we'll for this flight, we'll fly it, but in terms of the tracking and all that, we might be under a bit of pressure, do you know? So we'll have a look. Easy now. It's a lot of anti-torque input is needed with this thing. So your rudder pedals on this will be, I would say, vital. Jay, look at the views here though. Isn't this absolutely stunning? What a beautiful part of the world, man. Alright, we'll ramble up. Hey Viper, good to see you, bud. Steiny is here, good to see you. Steiny, I was only singing your praises earlier on. Is this your favourite helicopter? You were the reason I was up very late last night because I had to fix the trucking server. I blame you entirely for everything. Yes. Right, we're kind of going the right way here. Let's see how this works. Oh, it's so very pretty. Take the blame. You're back in the mill, you're back in the mill. Yes, you can take that blame as well. Oh man, this is pretty. And like, it's a fast machine as well. I mean, you hear that wind on us? Let's see, can we check out this yacht over here, will we? don't think they're solid objects. I don't think we can land on some of these. Some we can, but I don't think this one. I don't think we can set her down on this one. There's others. We can certainly look at the other ones. Easy now. Is that a bigger one over there? Easy now. It looks kind of the same. Yeah, helipad would be helpful, yes. Like, we got a couple of boats around here, but we'll have a look. I think this guy is much the same. Yeah, he's the same. Have a pool on the deck. I mean, that's something, right? Now, I'm using Seafront Simulations Global Traffic, so we might actually get something. Where are we? We're down... I think there's a harbour over the far side, isn't there? Easy now. Let's see if we can find an actual harbour. Mr. GBHI, really looking forward to this one. It's nice. It is nice. As I say, like, the looks, the sounds, there is system depth here as well. It flies so terribly well. Terribly well. Right, so we're on a mission to see if we can find a larger vessel. There is a big harbour over there, so we'll see what the crack is. Man, this is a beautiful part of the world, isn't it? Jeez, I've never been to Greece. I've never been to the Greek islands. And like, they're cheap and cheerful a lot of the time. Especially from Dublin with Ryanair, do you know what I mean? There's a big harbour over there, but I don't see any vessels. Even out to sea, I don't see many. The detail on the glass as well is incredible. 777, it really is, dude, isn't it? It's beautiful. They're using Australia for Australia Air Ambulance and firefighting. No way. Yeah, so I've nothing there at the harbour. We'll keep rambling. Like, where we are, we're at the south of the island. So it'd be more kind of pleasure craft down here. Like, there'd be no, you know, big industrial sea traffic. Even looking across the bay there to another island, I don't see anything. Unfortunately. But yeah, man, like, it's that's live time and weather. We'll change it a little just to get... Oh, Jesus, look at this. Ah, look at this. That is spectacular looking. Yeah, 100%, Al. 100%. There'll be missions built with the mission hub for this. Oh, lads, that is superb looking, isn't it? choppers are just so much fun in the sim. Like, it's a great way to experience and explore. Ah, that's beautiful. It looks real, look. It looks so real. Beautiful. I don't think we're going to have an option for landing on a ship. I don't see any ships. Like, if you get up to like a major port, you'd have a... Well, you'd see more ships, obviously, you know. Just did a full reinstall of Flight Sim 24. It's not set up again yet. You're getting 2 kittens in 2 weeks. Ooh, nice. Another little marine in there, look. Yeah, so this is releasing tomorrow, and yeah, very much looking for the Dauphin as well. Looking forward to that, man. Cannot wait for that. But this is beautiful. This is a great chopper. And like, the main thing I look for in the chopper is the sounds are so important. This one is a little bit giddy on the anti-torque pedals, but that could be characteristic of the aircraft as well. I mean, it is shockingly maneuverable. And it doesn't have any of that stability augmentation stuff like with autopilot. Well, it doesn't have any of that, so it's very much a raw helicopter. Looks real from the inside, yeah, it really does. The detailing is superb. There's beautiful texture work on the main glass canopy. Just a stunning part of the world, isn't it? Zakynthos, and this is where, or Zakynthos, this is where the upcoming iniBuilds airport is, which is gorgeous as well. Hey, Cornwolf, good to see you, bud. Every time we get a new sim, we always say it can't get better. I'm telling you, the evolution of flight simming, it's. We're in the golden age of it, lads. Oh, we got some animals down there. Easy now. Okay, we've got loads of animals down here. Bio Games, thank you very much indeed. Cheers, buddy. I know. Mind the power lines, they hurt. Well, we got a bit of a paddock here. No doubt they'll scarper once we get a little bit closer. We'll try and sneak up on them. Cows, is it? And a horse? That's deadly. Yeah, they're starting to scarper. They're like, Jesus, what's the noise? Look at them all getting up. That's deadly. Move! Poor old cows. Poor old divils. That's so freaking cool. Alright, Jesus, easy now. Easy. Alright. That's freaking mad. Isn't that mad? Is this a default helicopter? No, Eddie. This is a payware aircraft currently in development from Stratoware and Miltech Simulations. How freaking friggin' cool is that, though? Not deadly, isn't it? This fella's saying, Jesus, the noise of that shaggin' chopper. How are you, horse? Now, it's going to be hilarious here. These lads are all going to vamoose once I come up the road here. I imagine. Well, they're just disappearing now, so let's... Oh, Jesus. Oh, trying to fly this thing in an external camera is ridiculous. They're legging it! Like, oh, Jesus! Easy now, cows. You're going to be flying mints. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, don't try and fly this in external camera. In the class they made the old scarper. Brilliant. Right. Yep, you divil you. How are you, horse? Alright, back in we go. We were cowboying. Wait. Yeah. That's what we were doing. Right, heading back towards the airport now. Man, it's just great. With that update from OnAir, I can see we've a lot more activity now with Firefly Air, with OnAir. But like that new UI system, it's just beautiful, man. It's absolutely beautiful. And once this chopper's released, I'll go back and do another test flight and get this set up with OnAir. They're fairly quick turning new aircraft around, getting them registered on their system. So you need to get your head around flying helis. Yeah, it takes practice. You know, I'll put it this way: I've crashed more times than I care to mention. It takes a bit of time, but like once you get kind of half comfortable with them, they're so much fun. And like as you can see, it's such a great way to explore the sim. Like it's class. If you have the option of VR, flying choppers in VR is the easiest way to fly them. Or if you need to do a check ride, if you want to fly the caravan, sweet. 27 degrees in Essex? What? Really, Dad? No way. Yeah, like once you get into flying helicopters, it's very hard not to it's very hard to fly other stuff because they're just so much fun. Hey, Goose is here. Good to see it. Right, we're heading straight for the airport. Got a big antenna up there on the right hand side. We're low as BJ's, but that's quite okay. Man, Echo did a great job with these sounds. Ooh, did a great job with these sounds, didn't he? Oh, this chopper's so good. More cows. So we have Miltech Simulations and Stratoware. They're the developers behind this. It's a partnership made in heaven, lads, I gotta say, because this thing is fantastic. It's real good. Pimax Dreamair LH inbound. Nice, Sparker, nice. Alright, let's ramble in. Easy now. Man, this is a beautiful airport from iniBuilds, isn't it? I love they've included a ton of the buildings around it. Alrighty, easy now. Easy now. That'll kind of do it. Right. And there we go, we're down. It's awesome, isn't it? Mr. Anderson, thank you very much indeed. Heli Cattle Ranch Simulator. I mean, these are the things, right? Oh, it's very nice though, isn't it? Look at the detailing on it. So, at the airport then, as I said, this is from, it's an upcoming release from iniBuilds. Very pretty. These sort of destinations, man, do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's an entire afternoon sorted. You fly in with your airliner and then, like, into a chopper and you just go exploring the region. I love that about these sort of destinations. Especially in and around Greece, like, it is fabulous when you can do that. It's like the old terminal. Absolutely gorgeous, look. The layout of the buildings, Jesus man, they're class. Ah, brilliant! Ah, brilliant! There's a Skoda. Ah, sure, listen, I told you. Brilliant. Right, we'll make it a little bit brighter so we can see things in a bit more detail. There we go. Now we'll go live time, I suppose. I mean, look at we've got the flags going. Right, let us ramble inside. Now remember, this is pre-release. They haven't released it just yet. It's a very straightforward airport. Get in the door, check yourselves in. I imagine Ryanair fly here. TUI. There's no sign of Ryanair. TUI LOT. Wizz fly here. I'm gonna go upstairs. That's in through security. Isn't it class the way you can do this in the airports now? Like, isn't it ridiculous? Ramble around. I mean, it's like you're there, you know what I mean? Hey, Fornax, good to see you. Oh yeah, like this is such a basic airport. Couple of... Jesus, there's not even many shops, look. Where does this remind you of? It's a bit like, that's mad. Oh, there is Ryanair. I thought Ryanair flew here. Yeah, it's as basic, isn't it? VIP lounge? Not at all. Reminds you of home. No, I'm trying to think of the airport. Is it in, it's in Spain somewhere. I mean, there's nothing there. You literally, you walk in.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
And then you're done. Muttley, good to see you. So it looks as if, yeah, it's all bus. Onto the bus they go. And then the buses drive them on the way down. Onto the apron. And then to whatever aircraft. So that's how this works. It's all buses. Jeez, that's mad, isn't it? Let's check our night lighting here with Ini. Oh, yeah. Days of night lighting is always spectacular, isn't it? You can almost feel the heat of the place at night time. It's class, man. Car rental centre. Where do you go over here, look? Ooh. Auto Union, motorbikes for rent. Now imagine the prices of them lads, they'd absolutely fleece you. So close to the airport. A bike, or a quad I suppose, but a bike would be nice to rent up here, wouldn't it? All the different car rental fellas. Isn't it mad? It's such a basic airport, but they've nailed it. I mean, you can get into where... You can get in anywhere. And like, there's loads of clutter around the place as well. That's done really well. Again, you're flying out, like, do your airliner fly out to here, and then once you get here, then you go exploring the island. Like, that's how you do it. It's class, man. Performance here is unbelievably good as well. The night lighting is superb. Superb. What do you think of it, lads? It's nice, isn't it? Look at all our choppers here. This is nice. I'm impressed here. We'll have to fly here some night with say intentions to know. Right, we'll take this. We'll take this for a joyride here now. There we go. And let's see what sort of damage we can do. Are you ready? Oh, Jesus. Whoa! Jemima. Reset the trims. Jesus. There we go. Nice. Very nice. Man, that's pretty. Stunning. Gorgeous. that's so cool. What a gorgeous, gorgeous chopper. Gorgeous scenery, beautiful part of the world. Man alive, this is great. We'll have to do some group flights of this machine soon, lads. Alright, we'll take it back home. Watch the power. Easy. Easy. What's that old Chinook? Where are we parking? Over there. Easy. How fast is it? It's fast, man. It sits at about 140 knots at top speed. Which for a chopper, that's impressive. Alright, easy does it. Was that chopper upside down? Alright, easy now. Easy. That'll do us. Beautiful. What a machine. Yeah, it's pretty fast. Nice parking spot, Rita. So the incoming MBB Bo 105 from Stratoware and Miltech Simulations. This is due to release tomorrow, and yeah, lads, it's from that initial flight, just throwing it around the place. It looks great, it sounds great, and it flies so very, very well. This is an awesome, awesome chopper. And what a backdrop to do this. This is the upcoming Zakynthos from iniBuilds. Gorgeous. It's just... this setting with this chopper to go exploring. The only thing is missing really is if we can land on a couple of ships, right? Best selling features, there's a pink livery and it goes inverted. Yeah, I'll bring in and look at the different variants. I'll show you this here briefly now. So here's a chopper up here. And we'll go into configuration screen. So you'll get an idea here. You know, we've medical skids, military, standard medical. Then we have the aerobatic variant. And the aerobatic one, of course, has the smoke generators, which is class. And there's all liveries, different liveries for it. Like if we go into liveries now for the aerobatic one, there's one there, 50th anniversary. It sounds ZK, that's New Zealand, isn't it? So go back into variant, medical, aerobatic, that's what we're in. We can go in and look at broadcast. Don't know what the sounds are. So let me see. There's tons of different liveries. It's awesome. Oh, Hughes made these. They make great liveries. Newscopter 1. Scarface, yes, 100%. We'll be doing the Navigraph stuff soon, 100%. Military, sling, tall skids, civilian, police. Let's look at the police options. So we have Sierpo de Investigations, German police. We have Chiltern Air Support Unit, Staffordshire Police. We got some really nice liveries with this. Virginia State Police, look. New York City Police. Oh man, flying this around friggin' the Big Apple, could you imagine? Oh, we actually have a Greek one here, look. Hellenic Services. That's pretty awesome. Medical broadcast, military tall skid, civilian floats, mountain rescue, snowshoes. Right? Platy trying flying. How is it only 15? It's only 15? Who said it's 15? I didn't see the price. I don't think they released the price yet. Military ATGM. Oh, that's awesome looking. Swedish Army. Yeah, no, they haven't released the price yet. Hornet 1 for Mr. TPHI. That's why she just loves this. Look at that, man. That's awesome. Hegen Flieger's Waffenschule. Now, that's class looking as well, isn't it? Jesus. That's class. Medical. We're in the medical one. Let's see what other liveries. British Midlands. Devon Air Ambulance are in there. We're in the Californian one. There's some beautiful... look at it on high skids. Flywick, good to see you, bud. Yeah, it's a very different chopper on the higher skids, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous, though. Like, it's just a beautiful, beautiful chopper. They did a phenomenal job with this. And as I say, it's due to release tomorrow. So each variant has its own kind of setup, you know? What else can we do with the stunt one, apart from smoke? It was just a variant of it. I mean, the chopper itself is very aerobatic. The aerodynamics, like, they're very fluid. So it's pretty cool. It's out in case you didn't know. Yeah, no, we know the crack. It's a straight on to the must buy list. Chocks, yeah, dude, isn't it really nice? There's no Red Bull livery from what I can see. Oh, that is red. Oh no, it's not unlike the Red Bull one. But yeah, man, this is class. That military one, I love the liveries. Jesus, we'll have to load in this one just for Mrs. TPHI, just to give her a good look of it here now. So back to iniBuilds, Zakynthos. We'll jump in here, and yeah, keep all that as it was. We'll have a quick look. Never trust AI. That's the M scenery version. Yeah, no. They haven't released a price for this. I don't actually know what it is. Oh, Jesus. Look at the... Mr. GPHI, you're going to be at home with this thing. Jesus, she's going to love it. Moly. She's going to love this. Look at that, man. Isn't that wild looking? That's wild, isn't it? That is awesome looking. That's a cool looking livery. Again, it's pre-release, so there is a little bit of aggressive LOD, but I imagine that'll be all sorted. That is ridiculous. The colours. If soccer moms had choppers, this would be it. Jesus, look at the detailing, lads. Isn't it something else? That's awesome. Pre-release for the next 3 years, correct, so I don't have to worry about the wallet.
Set parking brakes to request ground services.
Isn't it beautiful? It's striking is what it is. I mean, that is just a striking livery. But it's cool, man. That's awesome. That's absolutely insane. What are we trying to do here? Oh, the cameras, of course, aren't set up. Right, we'll just import them. Chase plane. Cameras. Import. Import all. Yes. There you go. That's ridiculous, isn't it? Can't see hot metallic pink being much on the battlefield. No, probably not. Probably not. But yeah, man, this is friggin' cool. I like this. BO 105 options. I don't know if this is finished yet. We'll have a look. I don't think it is. Oh, we got some stuff. Right, so in the cockpit, so our combing, which is this guy here, we can change it from thin or to thick, right? Turn coordinator if you want. Random baggage, why not? Exterior stuff. Okay, they got all this. Wire cutters must be. Exhaust, they're all our covers. Functions, increase engine, smoke on, smoke off. Unbinding. Landing lights, camera, beam tilt up, force trim release. These are all our buttons for it. The aero stuff, so that must be smoke. And then we have our yeah. Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. Right, let's look at. Get the old GPU in there now as well for the crack. And it's all looking good. And we'll give this a quick blast once again. Sounds are good, aren't they? Need to figure out where those need to figure out where those alarm switches are to mute the low rotor. That guy. I'm sure we have a button in here somewhere. ICS radio nav, hydraulic emergency fuel, fuel pump, starter ignition, lights, wiper, ELT. There's a wiper. And more sounds in. Ridiculous. There's got to be a button we can push to silence that. Silence! We need a button to silence. Where is it? It does it itself pretty quick, to be fair. Disconnect the battery. Isn't it mad looking? It's ridiculous. It's brilliant. The Mrs. GPHI of helicopters. Looking. The colours of this thing, man. Jesus. So due out tomorrow, lads. Due out tomorrow. It's so maneuverable. Right, we'll try and not crash it, Murphy. Easy now. Heisenberg, good to see you, bud. Now for a Cuban 8. Murphy to serve? Well, I mean, you can properly throw this around if you want it to be, like, ridiculous, right? For instance, like, okay, this could put us in all sorts of trouble. Let's not try and break the machine, Murphy. Hey, Cyberdammy, good to see you. Alright. We'll park it in. Oh, Jesus, we fed that in Leitrim. It's a good sturdy chopper though, you know. A good sturdy chopper. Brilliant. You heard it in Cork? That's awesome. Great machine, isn't it? Get that rotor brake on. That's deadly. That is deadly. Excellent, excellent. Right, moving on. What we'll need to do is set all this up with OnAir with their brand new interface. So yeah, it's our headache is purely down to the fact that the aircraft hasn't been added yet. Now we can add aircraft in, just doesn't seem to be working 100% in here for us. So there's a list of already new aircraft that have been added in, including the Phenom, which is great. And if we wanted to submit a new flight test, we could. But effectively, where we're at the moment, with OnAir using this new interface, as I said, it's incredible, absolutely incredible. And we can see all the different flights that we've done, and we can soon we'll be able to check in with Firefly Air using the new system as well. So yeah, man, they're doing great stuff here, and it's, as I said, it's so fast, it's so responsive, and it's able to track down all the different jobs we've done and all the different missions that are available to us as well. Absolutely brilliant. You need to check out OnAir, and as I said, with this, is this radio going to work? That's local radio.
Τελικά δεν καταλήγουν κάπου. Συσπυρώνουν περισσότερο την κυβέρνηση.
Έχεις δίκιο. Αυτό είναι το... Και αυτό είναι και ο φόβος πάντα.
So with OnAir, there's a feature that I can load in local radio stations wherever you are in the sim in the world. So for example, we're in Zakynthos, and that's loading in radio stations.
Ότι ο κ. Γιαννακόπουλος δεν ακούει τον κόσμο.
That's brilliant. Isn't it very, very good? So yeah. What's the Irish one? It loads in some of the Irish ones as well. These are all the different ones. They're all in Greece. There's tons of them. Absolutely tons of them. And again, like if we were to move our position up to Ireland or other places, you know what I mean? Hang on, I have someone on my door. Bloody Sky TV trying to sell me propaganda. Don't they know who I was? Yeah, it was someone trying to sell me Sky. It's like, no. They were, you know, with the propaganda. We're just letting you know now. what you can use and who are you with. And I slammed the door as well. Oops. But anyway, brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Right, so there are all the radio channels. Now, what we need to do, lads, is have a look at our flight for this evening. So, we're going to be flying the Phenom tonight. Oh, there she be. And actually, will we go with a different livery for tonight? Will we go with a different livery? Let us see. I'm getting these weird ping pong sounds. Do you hear them? Ooh. Oh, yes, there's so many nice liveries. And I was using just the black and white, which is lovely. Because I don't think I'm mad on the, whatchamacallit. I don't think, oh, look at the Canadian one. Oh, jeez. Raoul, why isn't there an Irish one? I mean, come on out of that for, you know what I'm saying? That's very pretty, though. Oh, Jesus, that's very pretty. I do like the look of that now, lads. It is absolutely gorgeous. If we go with this one for tonight, we'll go with this one for tonight. So we have a flight plan for this evening, our group flight, and this is going to be done on VATSIM. So I wonder, yeah, we'll do a bit of jiggery pokery now because I want to see. We're off to Argentina. We're off to Argentina. So let me see. SAWC. SAWC. We'll check out what the default scenery looks like. SAWC. Oh, SAWC. El Caliphate. Let's just go with it. Oh, jeez, the weather isn't great. Right, let's zoom in here now. Ramp. Let's horse ourselves in here. Live time and live weather. And let's see what happens, right? Look inside the cabin of this one. You have to clean up the cushions. They're everywhere. Oh, really? Damn Canadians. They're at it again. Oh, look at the weather here. This is going to be interesting, isn't it? Right. Oh, that's a pretty livery, isn't it? That's a pretty livery. Right. Jump in here now for the minute and we calm it all down. This weather is absolutely nuts. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to change the weather while we're here because this is one of the huge advantages of the Phenom. And what I mean by that is, here we have a default airport. This is a default sim airport. And it's as basic now as basic could be. But one thing you'll notice about this airport, well, we got a lot of space. We got a lot of space. So why don't we build our own infrastructure here and that'll make this airport, you know, 10 times better. 10 times better. Are we ready? So that's what we're going to do briefly. So, we want to build ourselves. Now we can just put a small little base in here. Yeah, we'll do a small little base. And let's rotate this guy here now as well. Something like that, right? And we'll move the double closer to the ramp. And let's see how good we can do this, right? We'll do a bit of jiggery pokery. So we need to bring it up above the ground. Now we need to move her back. We can probably lean it in. No, I think we better keep that 0. 1 second now. Keep that 0. And let's get a rotation right. I don't want grass coming in. Pitch. Let's see. Hate to say it, but it looks wonky, Murph. Hello, Alison. Good to see you. Yeah, there's a bit of a... Jesus, there is, isn't there? There'll be a bit of a bang now if we try to... I don't know. Are we a bit too far back? I think we're a little bit too far back, aren't we? I think so. Now, we can change the owl height above the ground. and then move us in. Or, do you know what we could do? Get rid of the apron. That's better. That's so much better. Now let's see what we can do here. So we're not bang on straight, so that's better. And then pitch down a little bit. Oh, Murphy, you literally need it. Feet above the ground. We do need a little bit of no, that's bank. Pitch. Right. Leave you at 0. Right. Still have grass coming through. Too much grass. That's probably as close as we're going to get it. And to be fair, it's not bad. There's a tiny bit of grass coming through, but nothing I'm going to worry about. What's our floor like and all that? Yeah. Okay. I think we're good. Right, so what else do we want? And we can make it look very fancy. We can build a lot more onto this, but I'm just going to use this one building, right? So logo, we'll go with Firefly Air. We don't want the apron. Hangar doors, open them now for the minute. Main entry, open the doors. Balcony door, kitchen door. And then our blinds. Get all our beautiful blinds. Alright. And then I wonder how big that bump is going to be. I'd be worried now about this. Easy. This is very far back. Right. There is going to be a bit of a bump here. Now, we could get away with it. We could get away with it. We could be lucky. We could be lucky. Let's see. I don't know exactly how we can fix this. We could have just went with a hanger either, but feet above the ground is 0.6. At 0 feet, I'm just afraid they're going to get grass coming through. See there on the sides, like. And we can fix that because we can go, even if we say up 1, right? Don't break your plane. A little bit better. Little bit better. And we have a small bit of room to maneuver here this way. Oh, that's too much. That's as good as we're going to get it, friends. Right? So there we have it. That is going to be our location for this evening. I gotta say, doesn't it look pretty? Like straight away, a default scenery, just like you don't need to worry about it anymore. You know what I mean? Isn't it deadly? So that's us outside of our FBO. That's where we're going to be starting from this evening. Be interesting to see now what can GSX do with this setup. Let me see. Customize airport positions. I want to save this position. Let's see here now. How do we do that? So GSX, and we want to say save your current position, and we'll call it Phenom start FBO, right? And now we'll see, can we get interactions from this? Save locations, right? Rename, delete, administrator, handler script, customize airport positions, or customize the plane. So if we customize the airport positions, right? No position selected, and it's not picking up. Why isn't it picking up my custom one? That's a pity. So let me see here now. Administration, price list, clean up invoices. Oh, this is all the new invoice stuff. Look, can't read the aircraft type. Okay, well sure, we'll have to set this up in SimBrief. So old fire, SimBrief, Firefly. Well, we're technically Firefly 235, aren't we? Aircraft type, you're an Embraer Phenom E50, isn't it? There you go. And we are Phenom 300. That's the routing, an hour and 35. And generate. This is our flight plan for this evening, by the way, right? So, nice flight. Okay, so we're on the Devis 2 hotel departure, runway 07, and our arrival is into the Dabley 1 Quebec, runway 25. Right. Can't read the aircraft type. Really? I mean, really? Wonder, do I need a GSX profile for the aircraft? Would that make sense? Do we have such a thing? GSX profile Phenom. Flightsim.to. Flightsim.to. And we'll put in Phenom. Phenom 300E. Right, what have we got here? Beautiful liveries, right? Custom camera views. Liveries, more liveries, more liveries. There's a ton of liveries, and a great. Let's see here now. Oh, that's pretty. Voyager Aviation. GSX would need an update for the Phenom. Yeah, well, I've been updating it away. Signature Aviation logo. That's pretty cool. Voyager Aviation. Alright, okay, so there isn't much there. Now, there is the G3000. So if I were to say G3000, right? Flight display. So I want this in a Moby flight. G3000 Moby. Or Moby flight profiles. Let's go into Moby flight. And what I'm looking for here is... let me see. What we're looking for here is going to be a Moby flight for their... What do they call the wing control Boeing stuff? I wonder, can we get this wired in? Let's see here now. Doodle-doo. There's the ticket there. So it's the PAP3, isn't it? So we'll do PAP3. PAP3. So that's for the iFly 777 iFly 787 CRJ Phoenix Mad Dog E-Jets. Unlikely to work. We're looking for like Honda Jet. This is the same avionics, isn't it? PAP3 profile, Horizon, Flight Effects Cessna, Citation, unlikely. Just Flight, no. ATR, no. PC-12, maybe. Wing control, Moby flight for 750. See, we don't have auto throttle. P180. Flight Effects Honda Jet. That'll be closer to us. I think that'll be closer to us. Right, grab a hold of that. Main file, download. And let me see here now. We'll try and do this with a bit of brains, right? On the jet. And let's see if this works. We're going to go to desktop. We're going to go to MBB profiles. And we'll horse this guy in there. And now we'll open up MBB. Do. Is that hardware? Yes. Don't you have the flight panels G1000? Flight panels, yeah, but I'm not using me Stream Decks for that. Read about the new features. Thanks very much. Right, let's see if this works. I'll take it easy, buddy. I just want to see will this actually work. If it does, we're laughing. Starting MBB flight. Come on now, don't be afraid. Alright, so we're in. So let's look at a profile. Desktop, MBB flight. And we're looking now for the Asobo generic planes. That could work. We'll test that one after. We'll go for the Honda Jet profile. Okay, how do we see the thing? Alright, here we go. Steve Ellis. Steve, welcome in, buddy. Very happy Thursday. Welcome in, Raiders. Hope you're keeping well. We're just planning for our flight now. We were checking out the upcoming MBB Bo 105 helicopter from Miltech and Stratoware, along with iniBuilds upcoming scenery for Zakynthos. And now we've just rambled over. We're planning for our VATSIM flight tonight. Tony's here as well. Good to see you, buddy. Jersey Devil, welcome in. You're very welcome aboard, lads. I just want to see if I can get some stuff working with some of the wing control hardware that I have, which would be interesting. So let us see what happens as we remove some of this stuff. Put the chocks on, I suppose. Right, so go battery 1, battery 2. Avionics, gens. Go ahead, get our hydraulics on. Pumps auto. And now what I'm looking to see is, does that work? So heading. Altitude. No, so that profile doesn't work. Right, good luck on the cup. Oh wait, run it. Oh wait, stand by. Heading works. Altitude doesn't. Altitude. Oh, right now. We've a bit of progress. So that's altitude. Heading works fine. That's all I need. Vertical speed. Vertical speed works. Heading. Heading works. Altitude doesn't work. Right. So we need to fix this inside MBB. Let me see now. Let me see. Button. So we're going to say Alt and see what this guy is doing. Altitude. Altitude display, altitude decrease. So button 25. Button 25.
Pause system test. Okay.
Okay, so altitude value. Device.
Hello there.
Right, we're getting close. Button 25, it says. Opening wizard. Altitude. Oh, Jesus. Autopilot altitude variable increase. This is going to be brilliant. Oz Gorilla, welcome in. Mountain Man, thanks very much, buddy. Okay, so altitude. Autopilot altitude. Or altitude. Huh. So this is just altitude buttons. Let's see what we can do in here now. So altitude variable increase. That's what it's currently set to. And the preset code, autopilot altitude increase. I wonder. Scan for input. Okay, but it's just not coming through. Okay, so how do we get this to work? Show the preset code, right? Altitude increase. So what's funny here is it's actually working using a different device. So how do I see... Is there like a button here we can look at just like the raw inputs? I think there is, isn't there? 3N PDC. Settings. Honda Jet. Okay, but the good news is we're close with the Honda Jet. Let's load a different profile to see will that work. No, don't save. And we're going to look for Asobo planes, open and run. Okay. Speed doesn't work. Heading doesn't work. Altitude doesn't work. Okay, that profile just doesn't work at all. Okay, stop that one. We're very close to the Honda Jet. Let's go back in here and run this puppy. Heading works and it's on my screen. Altitude, the switch for the altitude doesn't work, right? So what if I open up this puppy here and see exactly what that switch is trying to do? And then we can kind of tie it into what it should be doing, right? It's all terribly exciting stuff, isn't it? So Sim App Pro, and we'll see what this button is actually trying to do. The LVARs are in the manual, yeah. So you are button 25, 24 and 25, right? So it is button 24 and 25. 24 and 25. So in Moby, I need to go in and tell you that your buttons 24 and 25. 24 and 25. So let's see. Edit. I reckon that's the issue. So we're saying that's the preset. Alt, altitude. I've no other way to... There's no other button there that says adjust it. Sure there's not. Device. So the module there, the button, it's just not coming across. How do we do this now? On release, on hold. Microsoft Flight Sim, Moby Flight Variable. What's funny is, right, I can adjust it using a different bit of hardware and it's detecting it. So, can I not view devices? Controller devices. Oh, names. Speed, arm, Mach, auto throttle. See, we don't have auto throttle, which is fine, right? So when I'm turning this, it's just not, it's not detecting what I'm doing. So I'm using the, how do we do this now? Can we do it in the aircraft specifically? I think we can, lads. I think we can. So this is the My app I'm using. We're going to search. So it's button 9 and 10. Increase autopilot reference. Increase autopilot reference. And then I imagine it's going to be decrease. Decrease. Okay, so increase autopilot reference altitude. Right, here we go. Now we'll come to our wing and we're going to say increase autopilot reference or increase right, increase up. Wrong device. Increase autopilot reference. Here we go. And we want decrease autopilot. Altitude. Right. Go back. Murphy, sometimes your genius is enough to generate electricity. Right, so we now have our altitude. We now have heading, right? Speed. The aircraft just isn't liking that, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that, right? Course. Course is working, right? Flight directors. Flight director's working. N1. So auto throttle. We're not using auto throttle, so that's fine. That's why that's going to freak out. V speed, yes. Down and up. So V speed is working. Altitude hold, that works. Heading mode, heading works. And then LNAV, no. LNAV, no. VOR, approach. Okay, so autopilot nav mode. Will it work over here? Let's see, we're getting close. So if I say autopilot, there's autopilot master switch.
Autopilot. Autopilot.
That works perfectly. I don't think the auto throttle works. That's landing gear. Right, I need to balls. I need to disengage the auto throttle. There's loads of fun what we're doing here, but it just means I can use my wing control gear, because look, when you buy the gear, don't you want to use it? Yeah, right? Oh, I could have done that right. Yeah. No, I think we're grand. I'm happy enough now. The rest of the modes is fine. I can just press them with a button. I just want to disengage this auto throttle. Mag switch. How do I turn this off? Here we go. You hear the click? Exit that. Right, so just so we know what we're doing, we're going to say that we have heading, which is terribly important, altitude, which is terribly important, and then vertical speed, which is terribly important, and all that works really, really well. If we want to then change our baro, okay, so the baro doesn't work. Baro doesn't work. How do we do that now? Tango, good to see you. We're here in Argentina, would you believe? Okay, so the baro. We can do this through the sim. Go back into controls. Wrong button, Murphy. Okay, so we're going to open up. Let me see here now. So we're down. We're still on this guy, and we'll go baro. 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 Bars. Bar switch. Is there another name for the parameter in this? That's weird. It's not coming up with baro. Isn't it? Is there another name for that in the sim? Let me see. What would be the word for that? Not baro. What's the sim refer to it? Density? No. Pressure? Set altimeter to M. Yeah, that works. Increase altitude pressure. I think it's that one. Wrong device, Murphy. Increase altitude pressure. Increase altitude pressure. Gone. Decrease. Increase climb. Right, let's see if that does it. Oh, balls. That didn't work. That's so strange the sim doesn't do it, isn't it? Altimeter. Oh, could have been altimeter, yes. Wrong device. Oh, bloody hell, come on, will you? Right, delete that. Delete. And delete. So maybe it's altimeter. Increase altimeter. Decrease. Set altimeter to so set altimeter standard. Okay. There we go. And this should be 290902, and that'll be local. Excellent! Ah, lads, this is brilliant! We're doing things! Oh, me hand. Right, what else can we do? Traffic. No, don't worry about that. Don't worry about them. Right, everything else is absolutely toasty. Right, I'm happy enough with that. We have autopilot capabilities using our main panel. Perfect. Perfect. Right, aircraft. Small bit of configuration. Lights, packs, control, navs, inspection lights on. We're sitting on the ground. We're using our GPU, and we'll get our screens configured. So what we're saying, left-hand side is okay. Center panel, we'll be showing up the aircraft status. Right-hand side, go ahead and give me the ECS. And then the far right-hand side, let's see, do we have any Navigraph charts for here? Which we do. That's perfect. So there are all our screens. Into the aircraft now itself. We'll look at the cabin comfort. No passengers are on board. Clean the cabin. Maintenance, we should be grand across, which we are. All is looking good there. And we're flying. Where are we flying? We're flying over this neck of the woods, so it'll be standard. Okay. And there we are inside our FBO for tonight. Isn't that the ticket now, isn't it? And that's the livery we're going to fly. This beautiful Canadian inspired livery. And we're that of Firefly 23. Oh no, we're not. Are we 235 or are we November 235 Romeo Mike? We're going to be Firefly 235. That's what we're flying, right? That's what we're doing. So in addition to all of that, well, let's go in and have a look at our flight plan. So now that this is all saved, including we now have an FBO, right? Which is great to see. Great to see. We have an FBO saved here. I'm going to go down and check out our arrival airport, right? And the arrival airport this evening is, where are you? We're finished with you. We're not finished with you. Our arrival then is going to be SAWH. So SAWH. So let's end the flight. And the good news is that FBO is going to be exactly where I left it later on. And then we're going to go to SAWH. SAWH. Here's our destination for this evening. Zoom in. And this is a nice looking spot. Do you know, we can probably horse in another FBO here if we wish. Just for the sheer crack of it. Do you know, these are the things we can do. Right, we're doing well. We are progressing here terribly nicely. Although, this airport isn't too bad. Oh wow, look at the scenery here. Jesus. This is pretty. Okay. Yeah, it is basic, but it'll do. It'll absolutely do. I mean, if we really wanted to, we can just drop in a hangar. You know what I mean? You'll never again buy scenery. You know what I mean? Bell Bro, good to see you, buddy. What do you reckon, lads? We throwing a hangar or something just to make the place look a little bit kind of lived in. Let's have a look. Riot. Yes. I mean, it's just a hangar. We don't need an FBO per se on site, right? Feet above the ground. Little bit of bank, not bank. Little bit of pitch. And 0.7. Call it 0.8. That'll do, wouldn't it? Greg, good to see you, buddy. Nice to see you out and about. Can't wait to see you at Expo. Oh, dude, it's going to be great. Can't wait, man. Is this back to front? Murphy, you blithering idiot. I was wondering why the back was very tidy looking. Right, we need to fix all this. Right, back the road. No, back the road. Yes. Now, let us see. A little bit high. Little bit high. Pitch. I mean, it's not terrible. There's a little bit of a bump. Actually, the bank is slightly off. See that? Oh, sure. Heck yeah. Look at that. Perfect-ish. Sorta. Nearly. Do we have any grass inside? Oh, wait now. Yeah, there is. There's grass and stones there. Can't be having that. Up you devil you. But now the friggin' pitch is going to be off again. It's harder than it looks, isn't it? Right now, can I turn off the... Is there an apron for this one? Extended apron. Ah, hang on. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Thank you very much indeed, Asku. You're very kind. Very kind. Oh yeah, sure, look, that's bang on there, look. Asha, that's perfect, look. Hangar door, can we open up? Exterior lights on. Hangar door open. Oh, heck yeah! Open says me. Actually, that's grand inside, isn't it? This is too feckin' fancy. I can't just have this. We need more. More! We need more! It's a big fancy hangar. I mean, the fun you can have with this thing now, do you know what I mean? There's no operations center. It's purely just a hangar. I suppose that'll nearly do. Like, we don't necessarily need an FBO. You can easily put in an FBO. Screw it, we're putting in an FBO. The excitement levels are too much. I can't deal with this. Riot. I'm facing that way, therefore I want it over here. Get in there now, and we'll put in a medium base. A medium base. Oh, this is going to look absolutely class, look. Back here. Back! Right. And let me see. Heading. Where's the front door? Is that the front door? Is that the front door? Is that the front door? There's the front door. Right. Up! Although what I've just noticed now is our beautiful viewing area is looking out the wrong side. So I wonder, should we move this... should we move him down to there, maybe? Yes. That is what we'll do. Come hither. Right, we'll tidy it up now. So, let us see. Come down the road. Yes. And... straighten up. And come up the road. And come up off the ground. I mean, that looks pretty alright there, lads, doesn't it? This far from anywhere, an FBO might not be a bad idea, I'm telling you. Alex is here, good to see you, buddy. It's not perfect, but, like, I mean, look, it isn't it absolutely grand? Like, it's grand. And me OCD-ness in me. That's a little bit better. And I don't mind the fact that we're sitting on the apron. I mean, you know what I mean? That's totally fine. Jeez, that's terribly fancy looking now, isn't it? Jesus. Riot. Visibility. Firefly air. Air side doors. Open the doors. And there we have it. For the ladies and the gentlemen. Do something like this. Yes. I'm gonna do something like that. And then, friends, as we plan for this flight this evening. Oh, heck yeah. So that's going to be 2000 Zulu, 2200 Zulu. It'll be this time. Sure, now we're talking, lads. Look at the state of this. Isn't it absolutely deadly? Why are we whispering? We don't know. Mr. Two-Tone is here. Good to see you. I was waiting on a helicopter, which we got, which was great. Now, isn't that fantastic looking, lads, isn't it? Isn't it just incredible? Iowa Scotsman is here. Good to see you, buddy. I mean, that is absolutely gorgeous. So when we arrive in later on, that is what we're going to be greeted with. At an airport that otherwise, you know, doesn't have a whole lot going on with it. But now, I mean, look at it. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? Ramble into our operations room. They're flat out in here. They're only there when the aircraft is loaded. But yes, Memphis. All of this is saved directly to the aircraft file. I gotta say, I'm happy with this. This is very nice. It's very nice. Actually move this fella a little bit forward. Like ideally. There. Oh, heck. Oh no! The bit of grass! Jeez! We need to fix that. We need to fix that. What's our... oh yeah. Hang on. We need to fix this. We're fine-tuning now, lads. Fine-tuning. Grab a hold of that young fella. Now. Feet above the ground is 0.7. Feet above the ground is 1.6 beside us. So there's a slight deviation here, but that's grand. The pitch... Does that kind of fix it? Oh no, there's still grass though. There's loads of shagging grass. We can't have grass like that. I know, we need to fix more. Right, that's definitely the grass sorted. But I think my pitch is going to ruin this now. Oh Jesus, you have to change the heading. Yeah, that's a tricky one now, isn't it? We can't be having that at all. Can't be having that at all. Let me fix it. Daytime, please. And I need to fix this. So, I'm thinking... .6 we'll call it, right? But it's just, it's the friggin', it's the pitch I'm not happy with. The only alternative, move it forward. And then reset the pitch. I mean, there's tiny bits of grass, do you know what I mean? Get the mower out. It's almost perfect. Almost. Even if we are crooked. We're crooked! Hang on, we'll fix all that now. Although it looks kind of straight to me. This would be fixed if we just move it in a little bit more. Like, it could be absolutely very handy and just literally block up the terminal with it. That would be the easiest way to do this. Do you know what I mean? Like, we just pop it on the gadget, you know? Is there a prop or anything that you can place to hide the grass? Not really. Like, we're not bad here now. We're not bad here at all. In fact, we could probably get rid of that angle. Right. That'll do it. And now we want to move this guy forward a teeny tiny bit as well. Now how's that looking, Jemima? Like, we could be a bit more inventful with this and give this at a bit of an angle rather than putting them side by side. Do you know what I mean? But I think it looks okay. I think it looks okay. What do you reckon? Will that do us, lads? Although I don't like the way my logo is now hidden in the side. That's a real bit of a conundrum. It needs to be on the far side. It needs to be on the far side. 10 meters. Yup, you divil you. But Jesus, me plane will go handy. Right, that's slightly better. Slightly better. There's a taxi light there. No taxi light in here. And then a taxi light there. So we're fitting perfectly with that taxi light. What about this now? Do we have a taxi light sticking up out of somewhere? No, we're good. Fished. We're good. Right. That is us, ladies and gentlemen. That looks way better. That looks friggin' way better. Doesn't it? Brilliant. I nearly dropped my controller. Right, time of day, we're saying it'll be this time when we get in tonight. Ah, yeah, that's way better, look. Ooh. And we'll see this then on approach. That's deadly, isn't it? Isn't it deadly, isn't it? Brilliant. Because, like, the default scenery is, like, shocking. It's like it's just shocking. Now, at least we have a gaff. You know what I mean? And our beautiful machine parked up. This is going to be class. Open the door. Boop. This is terribly, terribly fancy. Oh, yeah. I am happy with that, lads. I am happy with that. Now you need to set one up at each and every Firefly hub. Yeah, that's what we do, 9 Pierce. Because, like, you'll be able to share all these then, and, like, there's a lot more coming with this. I think this idea is transformative to the entire flight simulation genre. This idea. The fact that you can actually place your own buildings and have other people come in and ramble around, and this is an exceptionally cool feature. It just is, because, like, give them the tools, right? Think about it. If you had, like, at the moment we have 3 different types of FBO and 1 hangar. Imagine a world that you have hundreds of buildings. Hundreds. It's Sim City, man, right? It's City Skylines. Think about it. I mean, just think about where this could go. And then you can expand it even further. You get into things like, well, what's the operational cost going to be? My staff can OnAir now latch onto this, and you have your staff walking around and they're like, it's mind blown. Mind blown. We are not ready for this type of advancements in our hobby. Cyborg Doc, good to see you, buddy. Right, so that's the ticket. Let's go in now and have a look and plan for our flight this evening. So, now that we have our FBOs up, we know the aircraft is working. We also need to set up VPilot. VPilot. ATC. VPilot. Will the whole FBO feature be a thing on console? It will be. Yes. Yes, it will. Okay. Right, a couple of things I need to do while we're waiting. Balls, I closed something I shouldn't have. Reopen, close tab. And in here, we're going to go to VATSIM radar. All right. So Navigraph, you're up first. Unload. Import flight from the brief of Sim. In you go. So that's what our flight plan looks like. Excellent. We'll go back to you in a moment. We're going to come over here to some Vent You Sky. So Vent You Sky, this is the weather for this evening, so let's check it all out. We're down here. Jesus, then we're not over there. We're down here. Alright. So current temperature on the ground come this evening. Temperature 10 degrees, 8 degrees where we're landing. So between 10 and 8 degrees. This evening then 6 degrees. So it drops down a little bit. So between 10 and 8 degrees. Sorry, between 5 and 10 degrees. That's fair enough. The wind situation on the ground. Winds are calm. They're coming in from the west. And when we're landing, they're still coming in from the west. So we're going to land facing the west. Now, what about our cruise wind? All right, so we'll potentially have a massive tailwind. Depending on our altitude. I don't think we're going to be that high as we get in here. We'll probably be down here somewhere. We'll still have a very beefy tailwind. So we're looking at 50 knots. Perfect. The satellite conditions then as the day goes on. Sorry, the cloud coverage as the day goes on. So this evening, yeah, it's going to be cloudy. And tonight, 80 to 90%. Do we have precip in the area? We don't have rain, but there's a huge front moving in there. Look, that's not huge actually. It's just a band of rain coming in. All right, okay. So we're going to expect relatively light winds, cool enough temperatures, but shouldn't have to worry about icing or otherwise. And it's going to be cloudy. Visibility is not going to be great. All right. So, Sprocket's good to see you, bud. If I connect call sign Firefly 235, aircraft code E5 or ES? At a flight. ES. Oh, E55P. E55P. Here we go. Embraer Phenom. Connect. Right, so that's going to connect us onto the VATSIM network. Let's win. Let's win. Do we have aircraft on VATSIM? We're down the road here. It's highly unlikely we're going to get ATC coverage tonight, but sure, look, we'll see. You know? Your niece is currently in Peru. No way, Zybok. Well, happy birthday to your niece. A mountain bike hike in Peru, man. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right, so there's... Is that us? No. It's a someone. What is us? Never mind. Right, that's us. Okay. Right, so that's working. And we're connected to the network. Okay, let's have a look at the flight plan so briefly. So we have a departure airport. We're going to be departing off runway 7. Right? Easy now. So we built an FBO just over here, so it's a relatively short taxi. There's a back taxi, so we want to watch this for stacking, right? Although, to be fair to us, we're not going to need the full runway length. I don't think. 8,000 feet. What's our elevation? 640. We're not going. We'll be able to do an intersection departure from Bravo, I would say. Yeah, I would say. Our SID, runway 7. Let's see, ground speed requires, that's all okay. So let me see, where are we going after that? We're going to Devis. So to the Devis VOR. So we'll be taking off. We have a altitude restriction between 4,000 and 700, and then we're out this way. Doesn't say anything about speed restrictions. That's interesting. We'll stick universal. It'll be 250 under 10,000, right? So departure and then a swing off to the right hand side. We must get to altitude fairly quick, between 4,000 and 7,000 feet at Esnam. That's okay. On route, looks pretty straightforward, right? We touch into Chile a little bit, right into their airspace, and then it's back into Argentina, and then our arrival. So we're coming in from Dabli, and then we're down to Maybach. So altitude restrictions, not below 14, not below 10, 8,000, 7,000, and then a speed restriction not below 6,500 feet. Okay. And then our approach. What do we have? The approach is runway 25. There's an ILS. Perfect. Let's have a look at the ILS. Maybach. Straight in. No messing. Missed approach if it goes wrong. Missed approach, climb on a heading 254 until 650. Left turn, intercept the outbound VOR, radial 105, until 9.2 miles. US minimum 6200. Turn right, direct the USU VOR, reaching flight level 100, and proceed direct as directed by ATC. Alright. So, missed approach, summary. Climb up to 650 and then heading 254, and then we're coming back in on the other VOR. So it will be out this neck of the woods, isn't it? Okay. If there's no ATC, we know what to do anyway. Fatal and Fire, good to see you. Welcome aboard. It looks to be fairly straightforward. Just be careful of the terrain around here. I mean, we can see that already in the background. It looks gorgeous. Look at those mountains, lads. So that's where we're heading in this evening. We're coming in over that way. Look at that, man. Isn't that something else? And what will definitely add to all of this, I mean, look, we're not flying this until nighttime, so 2000 Zulu, 1900 Zulu, we'll be taking off at dusk, and by the time we get down here, it'll be nighttime. It'll be nighttime. Canoe Head 2, good to see it. So yeah, it'll be a nighttime arrival. Double check the runway. We do have airport. Jesus, runway lighting could be better, couldn't it? Dutcho, good to see you, buddy. It's a huge runway, but again, okay, we do have pappy lights as well. So we've no center lights with the runway. Not a big to do. We'll figure it out. All right. But it's you know what? It's that backdrop of those mountains. Flying this thing during the day, I'd say now would be absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. I mean, look at that. Ah, Jesus, look at that. That's very pretty. Very, very pretty indeed. Right, lads, that's the plan of attack. That's what we're doing, how we're doing it, what time we're doing it, and all the jazz. So it is our first flight tonight with the Phenom on VATSIM. If we've no controllers, we'll see what the crack is. As I said, I've been very, very impressed with the ATC coverage from Say Intentions. So we have the option there as well. It's always nice to have something on the radios, but we'll see how we get on. I'm planning to go VATSIM, but if there's just nothing at all, we'll see. Or maybe we can have some ATC along the way. Do you know what I mean? So, right, I'm going to go away now for a few hours, but we'll be back at 1900 Zulu, just under 5 hours time. We were checking out the upcoming MBB Bo helicopter from Stratoware and from Miltech Simulations, and a massive shout out for Miltech, or to Miltech, for letting me showing it off. That aircraft is releasing tomorrow. We also checked out the upcoming iniBuilds Zakynthos. Beautiful location, stunning location, and that's going to be released soon as well. And we were checking out OnAir with their continued work on the new companion app. And this flight tonight, this is definitely something we can do with OnAir. It'll detect everything that we're trying to do as well. So yes. Will Shane be the first officer in the Phenom? Oh, well, sure, we'll have to wait and see how Shane gets on. Yeah, absolutely. It was flawless the other day. It really, really was. I enjoyed it. So, right, we're back in a few hours. We have our wind control gear set up so we can at least interact with the aircraft from a heading, altitude and vertical speed point of view, which is just ideal for flying online. And yeah, that's it. And then, of course, the Phenom tonight, where we can build our own FBOs. Isn't it just class? Right, we'll see you in a few hours. Have a great afternoon or evening or whatever time of the day. I need to try and fix this thing on my OBS. One step at a time. So until later on, see you soon. Pascal? Is she, he, art, he, is Pascal she? He's still doing the news. Oh, there's Gibbo, look! He almost turned it over. Gibbo, you nearly rolled it.
Yeah, baby.
Did you just say that? He nearly rolled the trailer coming in. Hilarious.
Cheers, Gibbo.
Yeah, we can hear you. I rarely use this word when it comes to flight sim add-ons. I reserve it only for the special kind. But like, there's no point saying anything other than this is shite. It's shite. Like, you just see me scream. Oh no! That wasn't nice at all. No. She looks like your man. Oh no, it's a him. Oh Jesus. It looked